if we are talking about like a concept, we drew a concept map of the bonny landmarks. Bonny landmarks, these are points on bones that act as reference points. Some of the examples of the bonny landmarks, you have the projections, and under projections you have the processes. Whereby some of the examples of processes, you have the mastoid processes. These are found in temporal bones. So, some of the temporal bones, you have those found in the ears. Then you have the xiphoid processes. These are found in the sternum. Then you have the line, still under projections, the linear aspero, found in the femur, and then the superior neutral, found in the occipital. The occipital is found here at the back of the head. Then you have the spine. The spine, you have the scapular spine and isthiospine, still under projections. Still under projections, you have the tuberosity. We have examples of these, you can find them in the tibial and ischio. Then we have the tubercle. Under the tubercle, we can get the greater tubercle. These are found in the humerus and the tubercle of the rib. Still under the projections, you have epicondyle, whereby we have the medial epicondyle found in the humerus and the lateral epicondyle found in the femur. We have the trochanter, whereby we have the greater trochanter found in the femur still, and the lesser trochanter found in the femur. So lastly, about the projections, you have the crest, whereby we have the iliac crest and the medial sacra. Thank you so much. I'll pass on to the next person.
Well, thank you so much. This is John Mkoko, and I'm also a member of Group 5. And we have different types of bony landmarks, and then we have the projection, which as my colleague has already finished talking about. And the other bony landmark that we see is that we have depressions. Now, under depressions, we get depressions like the fossa, and this fossa is found on the olecranon, which olecranon is seen on the humerus bone. And then we also get the hypophyseal fossa. This hypophyseal fossa, you get it on the sphenoid of the bone, and then the iliac facet. Now, we also have the other one, which is called the cavity. And a depression, one of the other depressions is also cavity, which is found on the glenoid, and then the acetabulum. We get also the notch, which is one of the other depressions that are found on the body landmarks, and it is found majorly on the greater sciatic, and then the suprasternum. We also have the other type of the depressions, which is one of the body landmarks. We get the sulcus. Now the sulcus, this is where you get the interbacular, then the radial sulcus. So these are some of the examples of the depressions that are one of the examples of bony landmarks. So let me give to my colleague to take us through the next bony landmarks.
Thank you. My name is Asiya. I'm also going to go through another bony landmarks, that is the surface, whereby it has a head, and on that head there is a head of a femur and a head of a humerus. Then again, another type of the surface is condyle. On condyle there is occipital condyles.
These ones are found on the back of the head.
And femoral condyles. Then again we have
these are condyles which are found on the femur.
On the facet, there is the superior articular and costal facet. Then with continuation, there is the trochlea of the humerus and trochlea of the talus. Thank you. Another presenter.
Thank you. Call me Jarova David. I'm a member of member of Confinement. So thank you. I'm going to talk about the opening and without passages. So when we talk of opening, I can give you an example of this opening. Okay? And passage is supposed to where the fluids pass through. We know that, like blood and so forth. Now, under the passages or the openings, we have foramen, canal, then meanders. So when we talk about foramen is so it is a foramen. And it is also non-articulate. It's non-articulate. Particular simply means joint. So under the foramen we have foramen magna, and we have vertebral foramen, and we have also obturator foramen. Talk about vertebral foramen, you know that. So straight up crossing to the canal. Canal, this is like a pathway. Okay, a pathway, the fluid and so forth. So under the canal we have carotid canal and the hypodorsal canal. So straight we are proceeding to the meanders. Under the meanders we have external osmotic and then internal osmotic. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much. To wrap up this, we have the other part, which is the miscellaneous, and we know from top of we all know well that miscellaneous is something that you keep it aside, that it can help you do something in case you run short of the other things that you budgeted for. So this miscellaneous also come in to support one of the bonny landmarks that is there, and one of examples of miscellaneous, we have the angles. Now these angles, you find them that some of them you find them examples of these angles. One of them is the angle of the mandible, and then the inferior angle of the scapula. So the angle of the mandible, you know what the mandibles are. So you get these bonny landmarks found on the angle of the mandibles, and the inferior angle of the scapula. It's not the exterior but inferior. And then we have also borders, whereby we have lateral borders that are also found on the miscellaneous. And then we get the ramus. Now the ramus is we get one of the examples. We get the mandible. So we have the ramus of the mandible. Then we have also the superior pubic ramus. So you get this ramus on the superior pubic part of the bones. So basically, that is what we can present on the bonny landmarks as group 5. And thank you so much for that time.